You know what's strange? We spend so much time learning how to say hello and how are you in a new language, but we almost never learn how to say, I'm not okay.
That's actually profound. We prepare for small talk, for job interviews, for ordering coffee, but sadness, pain, those moments when you really need the words, we're left searching.
Exactly. And today, we're not just talking about vocabulary, we're talking about something deeper. How do you express what's breaking inside you when the words don't even exist in your first language, let alone your second?
This feels personal already, because I think everyone who's learned another language has had that moment where something hurts and you want to share it, but the words feel hollow, like you're translating your pain through a filter.
A filter, that's the perfect word. And sometimes that filter makes us feel even more alone.
So what are we really exploring here? Is this about English, or is this about being human in a language that isn't fully yours yet?
Both, because language isn't just words, it's connection. And when we can't express our sadness, we lose a piece of that connection.
Then let's go there. Let's talk about the moments we don't usually talk about.
Welcome to English Level Podcast. I'm your host, and today we're diving into something real, something raw. We're talking about how to express sad moments, difficult feelings, and painful experiences in English.
And I'm here with you for this journey, because this isn't just a lesson, it's a conversation about vulnerability, about connection, and about finding your voice when everything inside feels heavy.
So get comfortable, take a breath, and let's explore this together. I want to start with something simple. When someone asks, "How are you?" in English, what do we say?
I'm fine, even when we're not.
Even when we're not. And that's not just an English thing, right? But in a second language, it feels safer. I'm fine is easy. 2 words, no risk.
But what if you're not fine? What if something real is happening? A loss, a disappointment, a heartbreak? What then?
Then we face the real challenge, because sadness isn't simple. It has layers, it has colors, and English actually has so many ways to express it, but we're never taught them.
Give me an example. What's the difference between saying, I'm sad, and something deeper?
I'm sad is surface level, it's factual. But if you say, I'm heartbroken, that's different, that's visceral. Or, I feel lost. That's not just emotion, that's existential.
So the words carry weight, they carry story.
Exactly. And when you're learning English, no one tells you that. They teach you sad, happy, angry, but life isn't that simple.
What about when you can't find any word that fits? When even heartbroken feels too small?
That's when you need to paint with language, and that's what I want to show through a story. Let me tell you about Maria. She moved to London 3 years ago. English wasn't new to her. She'd studied it for years. She could have business meetings, write emails, even make jokes.
But
then her father got sick back home, and she couldn't go back right away. Visa issues, work commitments, life.
Oh no.
She'd call home every day, and her family would ask, "How are you holding up?" In her native language, she could say exactly what she felt. The worry that sat like a stone in her chest, the guilt of being so far away, the strange numbness of pretending everything was normal at work.
And in English?
In English, she'd say, "I'm okay," to her colleagues. "I'm managing," to her roommate. But the truth was, she wasn't okay, and she didn't have the words to explain it.
That must have been so isolating.
It was, until one day she broke down in front of a coworker, just started crying. And when the coworker asked what was wrong, Maria said something she'd never planned to say.
What did she say?
She said, "I feel like I'm living in a glass box. I can see everyone around me, but I can't reach them, and they can't reach me."
Wow, that's poetry.
And you know what happened? Her coworker understood completely. Because Maria stopped trying to find the right English word, she painted a picture instead.
So she used metaphor, she used imagery.
Yes, and that's when something clicked for her. She realized that expressing sadness in another language isn't about perfect grammar. It's about honesty. It's about being willing to be vulnerable, even if the words come out messy.
What happened with her father?
She got to see him 2 weeks later, And by then, she'd learned something crucial, that language is a bridge, but emotion is universal. Once she stopped hiding behind "I'm fine," people started actually seeing her.
That's powerful because I think a lot of people feel that pressure to perform fluency, to sound polished, especially when they're hurting.
Exactly. We think we need to be perfect in English, but the truth is, being real is more important than being perfect.
So let's break this down. What was Maria really learning there, beyond vocabulary?
She was learning that sadness doesn't translate word for word. It translates heart to heart.
Okay, I love that. But practically speaking, what if someone doesn't have her gift for metaphor? What if they just freeze?
Then we start simple and we build. You don't need to explain everything at once. Sometimes just saying, "I'm going through something difficult" is enough.
That's more honest than "I'm fine."
Way more. And here's the thing. When you open that door, even a crack, people respond. They ask questions. They give you space to find more words.
So it's about starting the conversation, not perfecting it.
Yes, and there are phrases in English that can help, like "I'm struggling right now," or "I've been better," or even "It's been a rough week."
Those feel manageable. They're honest without requiring you to explain everything.
Exactly. And if someone asks more, you can say, "I'm not ready to talk about it yet, but thank you for asking." That's complete English. That's real communication.
What about when the sadness is old? When it's not a fresh wound, but something that lives in you?
Then the language shifts. You might say, "I carry some sadness with me," or "There's something I'm still processing." Those phrases honor the ongoing nature of grief or pain.
They're gentle. They don't demand resolution.
Right, because not all sadness has an end date. Some things we just live with, and English has space for that too.
I'm thinking about tone here, because the words matter, but so does how you say them.
Absolutely. You can say, "I'm fine," in a way that means "please don't ask." Or you can say, "I'm okay," with a softness that invites someone in.
So even with limited vocabulary, you have power in your voice, in your pace.
Always. Language is more than words. It's breath, it's pause, it's the space between sentences. Here's where it gets interesting. There's a phrase in English I love. "I'm not okay, but I will be."
Oh, that's beautiful. It holds both the pain and the hope.
Exactly. And that's what I think is missing in a lot of language learning. We teach the extremes, happy or sad, fine or terrible. But life lives in the middle.
The messy middle.
The messy, complicated, honest middle. And English, like every language, has room for that too. We just have to give ourselves permission to use it.
Permission. That's the word I keep coming back to. Because I think a lot of language learners feel like they don't have permission to be complex in English.
They think they need to wait until they're fluent, until they have all the words. But you know what? Native speakers don't always have the words either.
That's true. I felt things I couldn't name in my own language.
Exactly. So maybe the real lesson is this. Expressing sadness is hard in any language, but trying, even imperfectly, is what connects us.
And what if the person listening doesn't understand your English perfectly?
Then you're both learning. You're both reaching across that gap. And sometimes that reaching is more important than perfect comprehension.
I had a friend who said something in broken English once. She said, "My heart is heavy like stones." Grammatically, it's not quite right, but I felt exactly what she meant.
That's it. That's the whole point. Communication isn't about correctness, it's about transmission. Did your feeling land? Did the other person receive something true?
And in your story with Maria, did her English improve after that moment?
Her fluency? Not really, but her confidence completely transformed because she stopped performing and started communicating.
So how do we apply this? If someone's listening right now struggling to express something sad in English, what do we tell them?
First, slow down. You don't need to rush through your pain in perfect sentences. Take your time. Pause when you need to.
And if they don't know the word?
Describe it. Use what you do know. Say, "I feel like," and paint a picture. like Maria did. A glass box, a heavy stone, a gray cloud.
Metaphors are powerful because they're visual. They translate across cultures.
Exactly. And here's another tip. It's okay to say, I don't know how to say this in English. That's a complete, honest sentence, and it invites patience from the listener.
What about writing versus speaking? Is one easier?
For some people, yes. Writing gives you time to think, time to look up words, time to edit. If speaking feels too hard, try writing it down first. A text, an email, a journal entry.
And sometimes seeing the words helps you say them later.
Definitely. But here's what I want people to really hear. Your sadness is valid in any language. You don't need perfect English to deserve compassion.
Say that again.
You don't need perfect English to deserve compassion. Your struggle is real, whether you express it in 5 words or 50.
That's what people need to remember, because I think there's shame sometimes in not being able to articulate something properly.
Huge shame, especially in professional environments or with native speakers who don't understand what it's like to think in one language and speak in another.
So how do we combat that shame?
By remembering that vulnerability is universal. Everyone, native speaker or not, has moments where words fail them. The difference is you're brave enough to try in a language that isn't your mother tongue.
That reframes it completely. It's not a deficit, it's courage.
It is courage. And the more you practice expressing difficult emotions, the easier it gets. Not because the emotions get simpler, but because you build your emotional vocabulary.
You know what strikes me? We started this talking about sadness, but what we're really talking about is connection.
We are, because sadness isolates us, and language can either deepen that isolation or break through it.
And learning to express sadness in English or any second language is really learning to reach out, to say, I'm here, I'm human, I'm hurting.
Which is the bravest thing you can do in any language.
I keep thinking about Maria, about that glass box metaphor. Do you think she planned that?
No, I think it came from a place deeper than planning, from the place where language meets feeling. And that's where the most honest communication lives.
So maybe the lesson isn't about memorizing phrases, it's about trusting yourself.
Trusting that your emotion is enough, that if you speak from that place, people will understand. Maybe not every word, but the truth underneath.
And if they don't?
Then they weren't the right audience, because someone who cares will always try to understand. They'll meet you halfway. They'll ask questions. They'll give you time.
That's what compassion looks like.
It is. And learning to express sadness in English isn't just about language skills. It's about finding your people, the ones who'll listen even when your words are imperfect. I want to leave people with something practical, a few phrases they can hold on to.
Please.
If you need to express sadness, try, I'm having a hard time right now. Simple, true, no explanation required.
What else?
I need some space, but I'm okay. That protects your boundary while staying honest.
And if you do want to talk?
Can I share something with you? It's difficult for me to talk about. That prepares the listener. It asks for patience.
Those are all gentle. They don't demand fluency.
No, they demand presence. And that's something everyone has, regardless of language level.
What about when someone asks you if you're okay and you're not?
Not really, but I appreciate you asking. That's honest and kind at the same time.
I love that. It honors both people.
And here's one more. I'm processing something. That's perfect for those times when you're not ready to explain, but you don't want to say, I'm fine.
These are tools, real usable tools.
They are, and the more you use them, the more natural they become, until expressing difficulty in English feels less like translation and more like truth.
We're coming to the end, and I want to sit with something. This whole conversation has been about sadness, but there's something quietly hopeful in it too.
There is, because learning to express sadness means learning to be seen, and being seen, really seen, is the beginning of healing.
Even in a second language.
Especially in a second language, because you're doing the hard work twice. Once to understand your own feelings, and again to put them into words that aren't your first instinct.
That's profound. You're translating your inner world.
And every time you do, you're building a bridge. between languages, between people, between your pain and the possibility of comfort.
I hope people hear this, that their struggle with English, especially around difficult emotions, isn't a failure. It's part of the journey.
It's part of being human in a globalized world where we're constantly crossing borders, both physical and linguistic.
And sadness doesn't stop at borders.
No, but neither does compassion, neither does understanding, neither does the human instinct to reach out when someone's hurting.
So maybe the message is reach out, even if your English isn't perfect, even if you stumble, even if you have to say, I don't have the words 50 times.
Reach out, because on the other side of that imperfect sentence is someone who might say, I understand, or I'm here, or me too. There's a quote I think about often. It's in English, but the feeling is universal. Grief is love with no place to go.
That's achingly beautiful.
And if you can say that, if you can express that one idea in English, you've already mastered the most important kind of fluency, emotional fluency.
Which matters more than grammar, more than accent, more than vocabulary lists.
Every time. Because at the end of the day, we're not just learning English, we're learning to be human together.
In all our sadness, in all our hope, in all our imperfect, beautiful attempts to connect.
And that's a language everyone can speak.
If they're brave enough to try.
And you are. Everyone listening, you are.
So when you're in that moment, when sadness rises and English feels impossible, remember Maria. Remember the glass box. Remember that your feeling is real, even if your words aren't perfect.
And remember this, someone is listening. Someone will understand. Not because your English is flawless, but because your heart is honest.
That's all any of us can offer.
And it's more than enough.
Thank you for being here with us today, for trusting us with this conversation.
Until next time, be kind to yourself. Your words matter, and so do you.